Mama fast da sonko ema yaboafo a wo so yase na ye de dwumadi dada eba besomo all at one eso yase yie ope baby na wakosua de ye ma ye de wa fantetie mu ansa na watu kwan akwa agutwa me kanfo all at one e de ama nti bo modern form number egu ase no na ne omo eni enkomo titiriw pa eno na betimi aboa ama wo kwotwa umfeli be passe or passing ye okon la yamafo edi hu adanse na nkomo amede ba besom no Akwasi Kwarteng na wode enkomo twetwe bi abegu akwamu a ede fa Honorable Kennedy akompeko Japan ye nyina ye nim se Honorable nie Akwasi Kwarteng nie Honorable nie ene na chese woni ne nkrofo a mranti a wo mu di nachi a wo mo supporting day in and day out wo mo kan sema no se Honorable kan sem ne tofom na se enyempa wo befa no ma pepa wo kama na fe wo mo ede ato ba bia eda na eno na Akwasi Kwarteng abonkomo yi na wachire mu abra na Honorable Kennedy over the weekend wodi nkomo bi to ho ana se wodi nkomo bi last week mu to ho ena over the weekend dey na Akwasi Kwarteng so aba bebie sankomo ni mu ato me mpese medi sankomo na kirew eno ntine me mawaje brani adaje na politics dey sanse wote ase na meti ase ntino ebeto ha obehu babia efiri ba sanse wo kaka no bebere na enman komo no entimi sisiso but utie e free from the horse's own mafa eya na man komo no eyeche entimi da se wo bedi sankomo yi enimi nu mi ni na omoden na eto evivi foods na yentumi emwa na sesi ane de because of the world cup ntino ye ma sene enije bafu pa eno ntino oto evivi 25 kg na ye be ma oil asanso ama spices e de aka ho eya na wo mpewe na apɛ ne nyina afriga na ha ya de bia enim so every foods di why na ho entimi ento do say
obi de entra we lawyer di you structure question I so dey hu bi o afro hu ba bia de first
I mean, you know, sir, it's the obvious. Honorable Kennedy Japan, Ekasa, Enra in an interview, I think on the 2 TV. Now, in some more kind, I generate a whole conversation on social media. I mean, listening to him personally, yes, only na yejuma closely. Utie in some more kind, Rana, were you surprised yourself?
Entra we lawyer di you structure question I so dey hu bi o afro hu ba bia de first I say were you surprised yourself obi ba me free her Ken ye deeply invested party man
okay
obi a wode ne sika ene na hoden ene na koma nyina abo party no intermediate be a free Kena enum aba whether expressly or by conduct no obi media we wojide say na dream point church enye se or the best party and also the better party so the me o share asemo kan ya for me enye my titi commentaries ni bibia it's not really an issue of Ken versus the party,
okay,
but for me no it has more to do with how party no manage disagreements and concerns at one more members be the I mean, we'll be lying to ourselves if you share who say after a very tense contest, you know, to be here an aspect of reconciliation and true dispute resolution. And you go wa, or no going to say be a reconciliation, you know, and call properly. You get somebody like Ken, you will see say he will be expressing those concerns. You will be an ordinary person to what it may come out say be a the panel has been frustrated or not. But remember one scenario. So, year to abano. Remember me wu the year 2001. So I na me name feel working. Obi just say me you. Oko wa go hospital. Now we praise believe say praise before yem pai bobi. Na oko pai bona say a PF hospital premises so. All one almost so painful be a day e cash it. And I rush and the back to the hospital. Omba no mo so admission. Eje ko eje bo anya anyi ana wo free ne ba no so okọ no so anyi ene ye pai no the ban ye de to ne nchen ana akora 29 years then ana no be sie no obi ubeje di say ena no presidential prime minister ye ko ye ina nipa o mu di video si o so e kan say e ma me wu ye sie ne sa akokọ This is to me, Kwasi Kwarteng. Let me time Kesio. And I felt so hurt. Now, me Kwasi Kwarteng as just an ordinary spokesperson. And how and Sema Meteo Masum and then time Kesene no my broso. Now me share the multiple of attacks and insults a ko Yura Kennedy Japan so now. Let me who say she will be biane and come of crime and say look into each other's faces and forgive each other. One here I bet say that you be quite die one ba a quiet copy. So for me, what happened with Ken's comment offers an opportunity for reflection and not a declaration for war. So for me, the important question will be say lessons be and a party near day. Strong parties are built on reconciliation and proper dispute mechanisms. Strong parties, they are not built without disagreement. When they are disagreements and the concerns they are but when those concerns are raised, a DNA are found. And for me, there a course within this one. You say, Kenaka, you a free Abeka, you see, Rebecca, if you ask me, Adjobrel, it's just an opportunity, an invitation for all of us to then look at our reconciliation mechanisms, look at our dispute resolution mechanisms. Obi, a fan car, nobody is never fako.
That's true.
And your opponent in one, NDC. So why do we have prolonged conflict that do not benefit us, and we are all playing the ostrich games as if everything is well? Let's be very honest to ourselves. Own up to responsibility. No more a year, Dr. Baomiamono, it be in training. And no more also come here again, it be in training. It is so big to be nature seminars probably or what. If you ask me, it's an invitation for all of us to sit down. Then come a patch on tray, and then use us as an opportunity to strengthen the unity, then prepare a year ahead of the 2028 elections. Now go ahead, oh, uniform, oh, or Casadodo. At the end of the day, who does it benefit? Can you nipa? Obi me boss no. And to say you, and maybe be obey a big dinaho, I can't crash and say, papa. Sasso na utie a fan of Subibia, and maybe be almost baby and a papa. But how do we build a consensus in moments like this? And I trust Dr. Baumia's leadership. Say they should take this as an opportunity and a moment to reflect and build through and proper reconciliation so that we'll be able to achieve the unity that we want.
So what's your reaction now about from some of the party communicators, the grassroots for any social media, no? You get the feeling, say, for most of them, no, Sisi akrade ya brel, debia na unkwa, and the obey you get that feeling from the reaction, no?
Obi, I'll be dishonest to say I don't get that feeling. Because I mean social media they be amateur.
Yes.
Except to say yes, party for them
okay.
You will still need the candidate appoint his side. What I say? What about also the silent people? We have a party as Sebianyado. We have the track record to say, of course, I mean, in the name of discipline. Former general secretary. I mean, we saw how he was handled. Were former chairman. And they but other people also maybe they have been handled their dispute resolution and reconciliation better. But at the end of the day, what is the consequential effect on the party? The yes party people or traditional party people who are so much conservative about protecting the image of the party, who show concerns. But what about also the ordinary Ghanaians? So let's even assume, without admitting that Kennedy was even wrong, that's an assumption. You will still need him. You will still need Ninkofo. You will still need people that look up to him. Instead of say, we are justifying who was right or who is not right, why don't we sit down, say sorry to each other, let's forgive ourselves and move on. So we can do a deal.
Yeah.
The concern is no reason. If we had listened to him yesterday, or say, may any chairman Sakoya Juma, may any Abronya campaign, may any Coca campaign, may any address a campaign. Don't you think this is a man who is making an honest admission that this is what worries me? So let's address it.
Yeah, but he also said, but also can
address them.
Yeah, because he also can fanko for the sanko for no be Daniel no campaign. Why should it just be one-sided.
Obi, and you're one-sided a cry. Is that not the reason why I'm saying, say, this offers a movement for reconciliation?
Okay.
And once again, provoking all dispute mechanisms and addressing them. Dispute mechanism is not one-sided. Reconciliation is not one-sided. Openi can answer we, you know. And so Penny, once a media, ebia, no, ya dream by a coin of fast, so can need to say kefality in 10,000 yenga. We also say be a semi, I can or them a KDP. Oi, if you a kid rule, baby, I had it. And if other person also have concerns, head is not the same. I mean, I'm one of the people, bra, oka, Dr. Baumia, said Dr. Baumia, Liano. Me, and my friend, I'm saying, oh, I said no crowd or no, the information and the report I had, no crowd, and Baumiana in town, what I say is one of his team members who misrepresented the facts. I even drew his attention. What I say, and he obviously, he's also a human being. He may have a strength and he also may have his weakness, just like any other person. But that is the whole essence of party building, party rebuilding, party reconciliation. We are not saying he's the only person that has been hurt.
Sure.
But we are saying, in a party like this, when concerns are raised, we shouldn't be so dismissive about it. The party is run by human beings. The party is not run by robots. The party is not run by program computers. They are so mechanical. Even program computers make mistakes. AI sometimes can make mistakes depending on how you prompt in. And he said, party me, a member to me hurt a party now. The party which is also run by human beings and not angels can also hurt a member. But would we be on radio and arguing back and forth? No. Please, let's get a truce. Yeah, do who in yet in yet. A funny no chance about his study me fanko. A cheer the movie at the Senate Boyna. But before say, I assume you know who are a bread. If I enter them, maybe be a man in Yajuma. I feel you are in Kay home. What's you miracle smoke or Yajuma, or what the Anamana, because if I can never assume the Anamha. Now, yes, because and now share global info analytics, and you are the buy who is or young Beshu. Or see if you are to repair 2024, MPP will be doing 34%. Anna, NDC with Mahama will be doing 63%. Let's assume Mahama will not even be going. And the emphasis 10% and crying higher deal because they will be bringing a new candidate. Also be doing under 50%.
Yes.
So why do we think, say, at a moment like this, we cannot forgive each other, where irrespective of who is right or who is wrong, and come together and stop being mechanical and a permanent party and a who does it benefit?
I get you a bit, but I mean, knowing Honorable Ken, like you do you think, sir, and from how he spoke yesterday, are you amenable to any form of reconciliation?
What was it? Omo ka omo pa. So I said, yeah, omo ka bi na free ho. And now when him Ken and Samuel kind, can assemble. This is my personal view.
Okay.
Say any contest in Yako. I'm a Ken I say the usual Ken, this would have been an issue. It's just right after the contest.
Yeah.
And now everybody could read any meaning into this. And also who said then he also have to also make his claims very clear. Oh guys, I mean, Afari Assembly was just an opportunity to say that MPP Daniels hold us to a higher standard. And when we have an opportunity to finish a project, we should have finished. Other than that, when we question the NDC or criticize them, Daniels will refer us to cry about. Kennedy ordinarily has always been criticizing both MPP and NDC. But the reason why that became an issue was because we have just moved from a very tense election. And that should presuppose that we should admit that all is not well. And if all is not well, what do? We need to provoke the reconciliation battles.
But there is such a thing called anti-party conduct. I mean, even a simple dipstick surveyor, a lot of more party members would have issues with the party, would have issues. In fact, Nansaya mo polling station elections, krano, yatetin sem from a lot of polling stations, baby omentimi antoaba, baby a confusion see party for one or ensem eka. But do you think they should all adopt the Honorable Ken approach? Then you guys will have no party, no? And that's why Bianco Fobi Free said he's holding the party to ransom too much. And I've read a petition, one of the young guys in the party, actual, said party in taking it through the disciplinary process. You think, say, all of that ain't necessary for now?
We are lawyer ni.
Yes.
They actually a law who pay litigation.
That's true.
Say assembly dina court mu bia tremanso.
Absolutely.
Even in litigation, there are say if it be dispute resolution.
Yes.
It was settlement in the
yes.
I can't be creation
yes.
We are sure say in the wisdom of the framers of the law, no. Omo who say no eboa answer. And so there are some other court. I mean, if you want to be mechanical about everything there, I don't think it will benefit anyone. That's why I said that this is an opportunity for engagement and not an opportunity for condemnation and being mechanical under the umbrella of the law.
Okay.
Who are being mechanical there? In this place, I said that. Well, who provoked those battles? What I say, who provoked those battles? So why is it that you say that those battles has become necessary to provoke? Oh yes, sir. What you are saying is that you see, let me put it this way: when somebody loses an election, maybe just maybe the person will be at liberty to become better or paint, depending on any description you want to give the person. Fair deal. Because you lose election, be also the edge. But who win election, you have a greater responsibility to ensure, say, even the wire or supposed better and pain, you still bring the person along. Yes, you can be able to take Kennedy Japan through party disciplinary process. What is the West? The West is say this fellow from the party. Are we ready for the consequence of that? Obi, free money so yes, party I'm for one individual. Oh, no individual is bigger than the party. Yes, it is true. No individual is bigger than the party. But an individual's inclusion or exclusion can also affect our fortunes, especially timing. Looking at the timing. Yeah. Now 2028 is that losing a new candidate defend this year, but also back to open 8 years and
in fact, I mean, Omua make his argument like I said before 2016 elections, mo national chairman, mo general secretary, first vice chair, still amu winning elections, and Honorable Ken can go and you can still win. Omo argument, no.
Obi, it is not a reconciliation argument, and I mean, for lack of better words, if you ask me, it is not a wise conversation or argument. I don't think that makes us seizing the facts it presents and the dynamics that it presents. We are at a crossroad where we need numbers. Opamo Kwabena Japan, chairman. At that time, what was the mood of the nation? The mood of the nation before Pamo Kwabena Japan, the mood was telling, say, you need a binary or Opamo Afoko. What was the mood of the nation then? Can you say the same mood today? Can you say the same mood today? When you compare all the dynamics or knowing the indicators, can you say all the mood today? The mood today requires that the MPP needs to be united as one accord and as stronger as never before as compared to them. At that time, the season then was to demonstrate that we are a party that we are very disciplined. This time around, there's no really about discipline. The dynamics is more on unity than discipline. And when you are focusing on a united dynamic, the conversation should also be a bit softened. For me, if you ask me, those are my comments on it.